Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert, aka Bobi Wine, is a son, a brother, a husband, a father, a leader, a friend, and a healer to many. Born in the year 1980 at Inkozi Hospital, which used to be his mother's workplace as a then. His parents were Mr. Jackson Wellington Sentamu and Mrs. Margaret Nalunkuma, both of late. May their souls rest in peace. He was born in the village of Kanoni, Gombe district. That is where he grew up in his early age. He attended his primary school at Kanoni Catholic School for his primary 7. Later completed his senior 4 at Chitanti Hill in the year 1996 and did his senior 4 at Koro Aces Secondary School in 1998. He later acquired his diploma in MDD at Makerere University in the year of 2003. In 2011, he married his forever love, Mrs. Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi, aka Bobi. And later on in 2016, he rejoined school in the International University of East Africa for his first degree in law. He lived in different parts of the country as his mother was a civil servant, so every transfer Mama had, he too had to relocate. And that is how he ended in Kamocha, a Kampala suburb in short term called ghetto, where people's living standards are uneven or at times questioned, but that is the reality in most suburbs in the cities of most African countries. His political journey sparked from his background, his talent, his community, and a lot of unspeakable events that transpired in Uganda. Being the teacher's teacher, as his peers call him, he embarked on doing inspirational music, which he termed edutainment. Yes, among those popular ones was Uganda Zukuka, Vyekwaso, Tubebayonjo, Tugambile ku Jennifer, Situka, Freedom, Mr. Money, Dembe, Time Bomb, Dimna Uganda, and so many more. Since then, he won Ugandans' hearts, since he was seen as a voice for the voiceless. In 2017, after a court ruling over the loss of a wine cantinti, thus a by-election, his support was overwhelming, that even as a non-politician and an independent candidate, he won the Charondo East MP seat by 80% out of 100. What a record. This win was the birth of a new yet same person, from Bobi Wine, the ghetto president, to Mr. Kyagulanyi Robert Sentamu, whom the world was yet to know. His transformation, both physically and socially, indeed brought hope to the very many youth in Uganda and Africa at large, being the biggest population in Uganda and most African countries is youth. His first day in Parliament was a day to reckon. Being he was underlooked by many who thought otherwise, he was yet to meet his fears and challenges, since the parliamentary house in Uganda was facing or debating on changing the constitution. He spearheaded the demonstrations peacefully by wearing red ribbons, red berets, red capes to show commitment and brotherhood. It's from then that the government started stocking him up and his music career by blocking his events and shows. To some point, he was not allowed to communicate on radio and on TV talk shows. The Challenger concert at Busabala Beach, which he owns, was literally one of his last official shows that he held in that particular place. He decided to front fellow opposition members of parliament aspirants in different parts of the country, which was like in the northern Uganda, in the western Uganda parts of Lukunjili, in the eastern part in Bujili, and both of the re-elections were won by the opposition and the members which he had given support as the head of the People Power group. Both won, which made him more popular on the political scene. In 2018, 4th of November, campaigning for a one Mr. Wadri in Aluo district was the spark for his rise. An attempt on his life which took instead his driver, Mr. Yasin Kauma, may his soul rest in peace. This sparked riots countrywide that the security organs used massive energy to pull up, with the arrests of many, including the Honorable Mr. Francis Zake, who is his best friend and comrade as of today. It was after his release that People Power, Our Power slogan became a household chant. A lot of unusual scenarios started, like his house was said to have been bombed, his cars impounded, the death of so many young people like Miss Rita Kagwa, may her soul rest in peace, abductions, and many more. At this point, all social media, politicians, cultural leaders, artists, all Ugandans at large called for his freedom, being that he was incarcerated and nobody knew his whereabouts. Soon he was out, but this was the beginning of his journey for a new desire to lead his people to what he calls a new Uganda. Everything comes with a price, and this surely he has paid dear. He has been imprisoned several times, he has been tortured, he has been tear gassed, his car has been shot at, and yet his heart and desire for a new Uganda has not been broken. To many Ugandans and Africans at large, Bobi Wine is no longer just Bobi Wine, neither Kyagulanyi Sentamu, but he is their president, their honorable, their brother, their friend, their comrade, and to many he is seen as the messenger. He has been given names like the Mandela of Africa, and to most youth he's their only hope. In July 2020, the world was shocked when he and his team revealed his now political party, National Unity Platform. After a few weeks, rumors of pre-owners of National Reconciliation Party, former names, came out with allegations that he hadn't met the agreed terms of the party. But later on, the court ruled in his favor because they had not presented enough evidence to prove, and yet they had declared openly that he is now the party president. NUP officiated its leaders and coordinators countrywide and internationally, and that was the first step to the journey of the now revolutionary leader, Mr. Robert